And he's finally won one of the big races with this horse who has promised so much. John Tapp shortly will be speaking with Bruce Cross. It's 5, 12 and third to be confirmed. 12 in second, paying $5 for the place. And shortly we'll have John Tapp with Bruce Cross. Winning rider Mark de Montfort, a man who has done so much in racing and still shows, despite being one of the elder statesmen of the riders who saddled up in this afternoon's Epsom. Number 1, third, Crawl, $6.10 for the place. So Crawl taking third. Fourth to be Semaphore. Quinella, $535.30. Trifecta has paid $12,117.30. Exacta $120. So the Trifecta has paid $12,117.30. Mark de Montfort, the winning rider, and the winning trainer was Warwick Farm mentor Bruce Cox. He'll be absolutely thrilled with this as we link up. John Tapp, Bruce Cross is fast approaching you.
Congratulations, Bruce. Your, without a doubt, supreme moment in racing so far.
Yeah, I'd have to say, John, yeah.
You know, when this horse won the Royal Palmer at Rose Hill during the Golden Slipper Carnival, he looked classy enough then to win a race like this, didn't he?
Yeah, and he broke Manicato's track record that day, so it was a pretty good lead-in, wasn't it?
He'd won a Villiers here, of course, but on the main track over a longer trip.
Yeah. Look, I've got to pay tribute to Mark de Montfort, brilliant ride, and Malcolm Chung, wonderful owner. It's one of those days that your little trainers dream of, and today it's happened. So for everyone with 3 or 4 horses in work, you know, you just got to hang in there. Some days it happens, John.
Bruce, I believe he's been a very slow maturing horse, a real late bloomer. Is that true?
Not today, John.
No.
You know, what can I say? Like, he's just been a horse we've nursed all his life, and today it's happened.
Well, you're pretty emotional, and understandably so. Where will you go from here?
I'll go to the bar, John.
OK, we'll worry about Final Fantasy later then. Well done, Bruce. Terrific job. Well, you heard the words of advice from Bruce Cross, who probably wouldn't have more than half a dozen horses in work at Warwick Farm, and that's been the case for many years. He said, let this be an inspiration to little trainers everywhere. If you've got 3 or 4 horses in work, you just never know when one of them is going to blossom into a Group 1 winner. Never give up hope. Keep getting out of bed early and keep dotting the I's and crossing the T's and doing it professionally, because one day a miracle might happen.
A fantasy realised for Bruce Cross, talking there with John Tapp. Mark de Montfort about to return and savour one of the finest moments he can enjoy in racing, claiming victory in the Epsom Handicap. Here he comes. And Final Fantasy, a 6-year-old by the unfashionable sire Chime Square, but nonetheless successful one out of a Twig Moss mare, 7th career win at 33rd career start. As he returns, Kingsgate in those Star Thoroughbred colours, 2nd, 3rd, the All Cerise, and that belonged to Crawl. 4th going to number 2, Higher. Margins 1.5 lengths by a half neck, 122.45. 122.45, breaking the course record set April 1st this year by Snow Hero. Of course, not too many of this stature of races have been run on the all-weather track over the 1,400 metres. Murray Bridge, we're about a minute away from start time. The ratings 3 and 5 equal, ahead of 2 and 1. And after that, we're back to Moonee Valley, where the ratings have gone 4, 1, 9 and 10. 9 and 10 equal third rated. Now here's the check of the market for you. Violet 50. There's been support here for the 10 in the final race. May Costas, and in Costa del Lago filly, placed at Werribee behind Royal Isolt. Its most recent performance. Robert Smurden is the trainer. Royal Isolt goes around in this event for Leon Corstens, whom we heard from earlier. Let's link up trackside with Matthew Jones.
And they stand up at the 1200. Tantat Star has gone forward. The all clear is there. Set to go in the last of the valley. Starter pushes the button. They're off. Beautiful start. Brokers won. Love to Town has gone back to last shortly after the start. And from the wide stall, Royal Ice Salt showing speed with Pentatonic, and Weeds on the inside, and the All Cerise is pushing up second now where Pentatonic just led Weeds. Violent Tints is moving up third. Danzel further out. Going back to fifth, May Costas, a length further back then Royal Ice Salt, followed by Tentat Star. In behind them then Love to Town, followed by Ithaca, Diamonds Are, and a length away Century Gal last of all. They swing off the back, and Weeds, aided by the inside running, has gone through to lead here from Pentatonic on the outside. Violent Tints out 3 deep, and 4 deep was Danzel. Just behind them running fifth, May Costas, followed by Love to Town, improving between runners. Then Tentat Star further back, Royal Ice Salt 4 deep. Well back in the race then Ithaca, followed by Diamonds Are, and Century Gal last of all. On the turn they race, and Weeds on the inside from Violent Tints, who got to the spot, one off the rail, but Weeds is going all right. May Costas right behind them, shifts off Weeds, Hills as they turn. 200 metres out, Weeds in front. May Costas out of the pack, and Tentat Star further back. It's Weeds at the 100-metre mark, but May Costas on the outside is grabbing Weeds. Tentat Star further back, but it's May Costas in front from Weeds on the inside, and May Costas wins at a half from second. Weeds third in Tentat Star, and then Century Gal picking up ground from the back of the field. Further back in the race then came at the head of the others Love to Town, being followed in by Violent Tints, who was a little wide throughout. Then Royal Ice Salt never saw the rail. Further back in the race Ithaca, then Diamonds Are. Pentatonic is weakened badly, and Danzel back towards the tail.
May Costa $6.10, $1.80, 2.20 Weeds, Tentat Star 2.20. Weeds hail the winner at this stage, but have a look at this powerhouse finish. A very promising filly by Encosta de Largo. Rattles home Reese McLeod, we spoke with earlier, in the saddle for trainer Robert Smurden at just its third career start. Is a Saturday Sydney, should I say, Melbourne winner. Metropolitan winner 10, 2 and 5. Quinella and trifecta information to be confirmed after the running of the 8th race from Moonee Valley. Doomben not too far away, and after that we come back here for the last on what's been a memorable Epsom day.
500 people out here, which I'm sure would delight the Australian Jockey Club, and what a day of racing we've seen. And Danasea is the popular pick for the last of the day, has been very confidently supported on toe to end, particularly in the betting ring. Jimmy Cassidy for Gay Waterhouse, and currently on tab limited 4.30 and 2.30 Danasea. Second elect at the moment would be about $8.50 for number 4, and that is Hilarious, Damien Oliver's ride. The Epsom, the previous, won brilliantly by Final Fantasy. Mark de Montfort, number 5, beat 12 Kingsgate and 1 Crawl, 2 higher ran 4th. Dress Circle won the Metrop, number 11. Len Beasley beating 8 Danyon and 12 Home Wrecker, 13 ran 4th. The Spring Champion Stakes, first of the Group 1ers. 7 Viking Ruler Lenny Beasley beat 3 Evander, 5 Silver Baron and 4 ran 4th. The Man won the 4th. Omaroof forced the 3rd. Lonro won the 2nd. Great win. Number 1 Rod Quinn beat 2 Magic Albert, 6 Stylish Lass and 4 ran 4th. And Snowland, number 1 Chris Muntz, took out the first of the day. Wonderful afternoon of racing. And the last horse to move into line here for race number 8 will be Gypsy May. This is the Angst quality. Wasn't she a wonderful filly, Angst? Trained by Noel Mayfield Smith. And they're all in line over at the 1400 metres. Starter reaches his stand. Ready. And the racing in the last of the day, and getting out very well was Perfect Halo. Gypsy May is in hot pursuit. She's purring 3rd. Explosive Love moves up into 4th. Posse followed closely on the inside by Corelli, and not all that far away is Miss Zambezi at about 2.5 to Danasea, followed by Dan Defy, and then Espresso Rose. 3/4 of a length the Larius, and then comes Miss Zoe, Call Me Lily, and last of all was Winona around the first corner. She's purring, dashes to the leader length on Gypsy May, 1.5 to Perfect Halo. Miss Zambezi and wider Explosive Love by the 800. Length and a half to Corelli over on the inside rail from the favourite Danasea. A low hard charm has drifted back, and wider out next is Larius, followed by Dan Defy, and then Espresso Rose the inside from Call Me Lily. Miss Zoe, and bringing up the rear is Winona. Coming to the corner, 500 out in the last at Royal Randwick, and she's purring. 3/4 on Gypsy May. Perfect Halo immediately behind them, followed by Explosive Love. and then well into the clear is Danacia, and Larios is wider out, and then Corelli and Call Me Lily down to the 250. Gypsy May put the head in front from She's Purring, a length and a half to Danacia. She's grinding away, and then Larios and Dandify. Danacia after Gypsy May. It's Gypsy May joined and headed by Danacia, and the favourite's going to land the bacon in the last. Danacia from a photo, Dandify wide out, and Gypsy May on the inside. Call Me Lily, Larios and Winona not far back. Then Espresso Rose, Miss Zoe, She's Purring, a low hard charm, and then Corelli, Perfect Halo, Miss Zambezi, and Explosive Love finished at the rear of the field.
Denasia, Jimmy Cassidy extracting his best, the pumper, and what a day for Gay Waterhouse, taking out the last as well as the Metropolitan. The Yanks Quality, a listed race. We've got a protest through Doomben, important to note, second v first, alleging interference at the 500 metres mark. And the placing's 5.72. Denasia clears out to win. The Danehill mare out of Lady of Persia. This one for Gay Waterhouse, fourth career win after 17 career runs, overhauling Gypsy May, which looked to have the race in its keeping at the furlong marker, and then the runs coming wide. Thick and fast, Dandify among those in the Jeff and Beryl white colours, and it's vying for second. Placings to be Semaphore, the winner, $3.90, $2 for the place. Still no sign of numbers, second and third. Dandify, Gypsy Maids, 3, 1 and 11. Quinella and Trifecta to be confirmed as soon as they are available. So 3, 1, 11 on the last race on the card as we await a scales report. Quinella $18.40, Exacta $39.40, and the Trifecta has paid $723.80. Fourth placing to be confirmed. Updating Murray Bridge, that's our next race for coverage.
Be with me shortly.